All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Ba'ashem Korash, the blessed dealers and apostles of Great Stone. Shalom to the elect pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, with hope of receiving mercy of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh is the name of His only begotten Son. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the prophecies that are written in the Scriptures. So, I want to make it known that the RFID microchip is the charagma written about in Revelation 13. The miracle jug is a precursor to the charagma. Yahweh Shai, whom dwell ignorantly called Jesus, is about to make his return upon the earth to deliver his elect and to pour out judgment, as it is written. So right now, we're going to go into a lesson dealing with the deception of the deceiver. Because right now, a lot of deceptive tactics are going right now, in which the main objective is to push or divert or direct people in a particular way, and have them thinking and behaving in a particular manner. So I want to bring forth this precept, and I'm going to run this clip so you get a better understanding of what I'm talking about. This is 2 Corinthians 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And who is Satan? Your adversary, yo. And who is the adversary upon the earth right now? Who is ruling? Who is making all these policies and all these laws, yo? The scripture refers to them as the Edomites, which is the so-called white man. Mainly the elites now, but the whole nation is our enemy, yo. And it's just a truth. But the elites of that particular people, they are making a lot of law, implementing a lot of measures in which the main goal is control, yo. And that is what the RFID microchip is going to bring online. You see me? The ability to track and monitor those that have received the mark. So I want to jump straight into this video.
And what's on your radar? Well, the term mass formation psychosis trended over the weekend with so many searches it broke the internet. When people went to search for the term on Google, a couple of strange things happened. Some people saw this odd disclaimer from Google saying the results were changing quickly and that it would take time for results to be added by reliable sources. What does this even mean? I thought when you Googled something, it would bring up sites relating to the topic. Why would Google need time to add results by quote-unquote reliable sources? Sounds like they're censoring search results. Well, a few hours later, when people searched for the term, a bunch of sites began to pop up claiming it was a new far-right buzzword or one attributed to anti-vaxxers. Well, it's very difficult to find any information using Google, so I had to turn to DuckDuckGo in order to find any relevant information. So what is mass formation psychosis? Well, the term came recently from the Joe Rogan Dr. Robert Malone interview that aired this past Friday, but was also heard and explained in more detail during Dr. Peter McCullough's interview with Rogan.
We're in what's called a mass formation psychosis. This is very important. I give credit to Dr. Matthias Desmet in the University of Ghent in Belgium, and recently Dr. Mark McDonald, psychiatrist from LA. Mark McDonald's got a new book out, The United States of Fear, describing how the mass psychosis developed. What your listeners need to know is a mass psychosis is when there is a groupthink that develops that's so strong that it leads to something horrific. And the examples are these mass suicides that occur in these religious cults. The example is Nazi Germany, when people walk into gas chambers and were gassed. These horrific things. And four elements here. It's very important, Joe. First, there must be a period of prolonged isolation, lockdowns. Number two, there must be a withdrawal of things taken away from people that they used to enjoy. That's happened. Number three, there...
Alright, so just to list a few, him say prolonged isolation. Right now out here in Jamaica, from the day them say state of emergency and Zozo, until now we're still under curfew, yo. And I strongly believe in this year we're gonna go on some type of lockdown, yo. and it's going to be even more severe than it was. He made mention of taking away certain things from people, yo. Let's talk about some of these things. What him take from people in the world, churches. They can't get about God church on Sunday and Saturdays. And what they are. You know? School. Going out to parties. Going to the clubs. But right now, what you see them do? Them take time, give back certain people these things so them can do again. Is me in certain countries without proof of certain things you're not allowed to participate in certain things. You know? But all of this is a trick tactical, and Esau study how people operate and how them cope with these measures, because you have other countries now in which Esau make people do back certain things that them did take away from them, you know. But gradually when Esau take back these things again, in order to get them, we now have to follow for the agenda. We now have to worship the image. We now have to receive the mark. But the thing is, when Yahweh Hashem Yahushai rise up servants and send them before your eyes, say eyes may see them, fulfilling the prophecy in Isaiah 20 verse 30. You made light of it as it is written in Matthew 22, yo. One to his farm, one to his merchandising, yo. Thinking that things that you're doing in this world is gonna profit you in the day of judgment, yo. All the thing you can do right now, yo, is preach this word. Preach this word. And this word is not of this world, yo. That's why it is written in John, I want to say, the 14th chapter and the 17th verse, that the spirit of truth the world cannot perceive, yo. That's why we look so hard to them, yo. You see me? The sore thumb. That's why the Lord have before in the eyes are spectacles, yo, to declare these things, so when them come to pass, when they can say, Yahweh has done them, yo.
Must be constant, incessant, free-floating anxiety. All this news cycle, all the deaths and the hospitalizations, more variant mutant strains, everything, people becoming scared over and over again. And the last thing, number 4, the capper. The capper is, there must be a single solution offered by an entity in authority. And in this case is clear. Worldwide, the solution was vaccination. Everybody must take the vaccination. It's not a U.S. program. It's not a European program. It's everywhere. And you know what, Joe? Doesn't matter what vaccine it is. It could be China-Vac, Coronavac. It could be Novavax. It could be Pfizer, Moderna, J&J. It's interesting that it doesn't even matter what vaccine it is. It's just take a vaccine, take any vaccine. And so what mass psychosis says is, number 4, the solution. There's no limit to the absurdity of the solution.
So Dr. McCullough attributes.
This is Ephesians 6 verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. And the wiles go back to craftiness, the trickery, the deceptions of the devil, yo. So when now get the advantage of you, these things the Lord make plain before our eyes, yo. Verse 12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. What's written in 2 Corinthians 4 verse 3, that if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. Verse 4 tells us, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of Yahweh Shai, yo, would have shine upon them, yo. But the Lord tell her in Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, that because they never believe the truth, the Lord are going to send them strong delusion, And this is one of the delusion where them see right now, Everything we see take place upon the earth, Because all these things is going to be done away with in the times to come. But right now the Lord are prepared to root out the evil which is sown, But they don't understand what's going on. They don't understand that we are wrestling against spiritual wickedness in high places, The rulers of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not. That's why when we tell them find it hard to comprehend. Enough of them don't want what we are declare to come to pass, Because they want to continue on in their vain life. Not understanding that the time of judgment is upon us, Verse 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand the evil day, and having done all to stand, stand therefore having your loins girt about with truth. That's why the scripture says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure, The thing which is going to keep you is the how about Shimon Shai, and the knowledge that he have put within you, which is this truth, the gospel of your salvation. As it is written in, I want to say, Ephesians, the 1st chapter, you can start at the 12th verse, telling about them that was sealed with the belief of that promise, the word of truth, the gospel of our salvation. And this is what's going to keep us from the desires of this world, because the flesh desires of things of this world, But right now, our spirit is separating us from this world. Verse 14. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. And these are all fiery darts, Because who must shoot at? The perfect, in what? Secret, as it is written, I want to say Psalm 64. So hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. The scripture tell you what them do, Matter of fact. Let me just jump to that quick, straight to the point, and come back. And this is Psalms 4, supposed to be around verse 4. No, I'm going to start at verse 3. Who wet their tongue, this is Psalm 64 verse 3, who wet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, evil bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shout at him, and fear not. And this is what they are doing now, man. The scripture says they encourage themselves in an even matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? When I remember the name, when I refer to this as, and can look it up. They search out iniquity. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. So let's look up one of their deep thoughts right now, It's a mass formation psychosis, This is part of the whole fiery darts, This is part of the wiles of the devil. These are the things that you cannot be ignorant of, So let's jump back to the precept in Ephesians and just finish it off. So I'm going to start back at, I want to say verse 15. And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. So hope this is edifying. With all, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yashai, Ba'asham Raka Kodash. Shalom.